I've been racking my brain trying to figure out new ways, new items to put in the store, and nothing crazy, just smaller things. And I come across a video on YouTube making something like this. Now this is that guy's measurements, and it don't. Well, that guy's measurements for the base. He don't really give for the top, and I'm not finding a good way to. A good measurement to land it here, and you can see I got a lot of trial and error going on. So this end up going to be a book stand. Let's say you're reading a book and you can set it down, and you ain't got to deal with like a little piece of paper or fold the corner of your book over or whatever. You got it. You got a place for your glasses and like a coffee cup or something. It's a nice gift idea, if you have a reader in your life. But what I've decided to do, instead of cut the base first, I'm cutting the angles and then hold them together, and they give me the measurement for the base. That's my plan at least, and I've got unequal. So anyways, so that's the plan at least. So y'all hang around, and I might just make myself one too instead of just putting them in the store. But y'all hang around, and we're gonna do a thing. So I set my blade at 22.5, and I raised it up pretty good. That way I know that it's going to cut this angle all the way through. If you're going to do this and you're going to try this, I highly recommend making this jig. I mean, you get your measurements off of your fence, and if you would like, you make a video on this jig, just put it in comments and I'll make a video. I probably need to make another one, honestly. But if you do this, glue your little backstop here down, and don't put a screw in it. I just about jacked my blade up because of that screw, because I didn't take the screw out like you should. Learn from me. But it's all you gotta do, right? I didn't cut that down size. So all you gotta do is take, and I like, because you're pushing back and you're putting kind of, I'm gonna say a lot of force, but you're putting a decent amount of force on it to keep your piece pushed up against your jig here. So I just like run my jig into me, make sure everything's good and square, good and flat, and I put a clamp on it. And the reason why you want to put a clamp on it is because you're very close to that blade. If you don't, that your piece could fall down into the throat that the blade has to come up. So put a clamp on there. I set my fence at 3/4. It's how sharp of a point we're trying to get. This is 3/4 thick. We're trying to get that as fine a point as we can. Yeah, we're ready to cut. These pieces are 8 inches long, and minimum, like, I'm gonna go for 5.5 on my cut. When I lay it down, it'll be the same. Your blade will be 22.5, so it'll be the same. I'm about 5 3/4 right now. So when I lay it down, I'm gonna set the blade at 5.5. You want something to cut off, and also the blade's further out, so your 5.5 is on the bottom of the blade, not at the top. So you're gonna have some room there. And 5, and really I'm probably as tight as I can. May do a little shorter and just narrow up everything. Anyways, so but now you're ready to cut. So let's cut it. I cut these, I just took my measurement, 3 7/8, and I cut this piece 3 7/8. So now just to make sure they fit good, set them up there, make sure all my points is tight. And we're right on the money once it cooperates with me. So I'm gonna just sand this and glue this down, and that is one done. It's sad to say that I've wasted all this material because my mind wasn't thinking. It don't matter what the base is. The bottom of your triangle here is basically, that's all this is. You're making a triangle, determines what the base is. Don't ask why it took me so long, but sometimes you get something stuck in your head and you just want to go with it. But all this right here could have been avoided. So we're gonna glue this up, and we're gonna make some more. I'm gonna show you some more modifications on this I'm gonna do once this is glued up and dried. I'm gonna sand it, glue it, and then I'll show you some more modifications. I'm gonna show you the sanding and gluing, because once you see it, I mean, it's the same every time. It's kind of annoying watching them else with it, but we'll do that. Put a lot of glue on there, a lot. These ain't gotta do so much, but you do want to smear it out. Use paintbrush. I use my finger because, well, I ain't gotta sit there and look, where'd that paintbrush go? It's connected to me. Set that down. Come to the bottom of this one. And you can try put clamps on this. I'm just gonna let gravity hold it. People use CA glue, that'd be fine too. I don't see a problem with it. It ain't gotta be die hard perfect, you know. But I'm gonna let gravity, that glue, the adhesion, hold it together. But picture this. Let me get a book. This is the instructor manual for my split unit, so it's about the only book I got out here. Let's say you're reading, you know, you come to the end of the chapter, you come to the end, you know, of the reading time, or, you know, you get a phone call or something. Instead of looking for that bookmark or folding something over and taking a chance of it falling out or something, you know what I mean? It's perfect. Let's say you got, I like tea. Mine, this is glue. We don't drink glue, but, you know, let's say while you're reading, you like having something to drink with you. Bam, right there. Or you gonna pick it up and pack it, you know, and go to a different room or something. Let's say you wear glasses, but you only need them to read. First of all, I'm jealous, but you got somewhere to put them. This one assembly takes care of 3 situations right there, you know. So I found this on YouTube. The the channel of the guy that made it, I don't remember the name, but I will find that video and I will put it in the description, because he goes into so much more. He's got a CNC. Which shows you a completely different way. He does laser engraving, so I mean he laser engraves some on this. Some different aspects you can put to it. But what I'm going to do on this design is, well, first of all, and I doubt he'll see this, but if you are that creator who created that video that I'm going to put in the description, I'm sorry I can't remember your name, but I will find it so my people can see what you created. So what I'm going to do, he takes a plane and does his top side, gets that sharp point off. I'm just probably going to take a sander once all this dries and do that as well. He does not puts rubber feet on it like I do my cutting boards, puts a little rubber feet on it. I am going to put rubber feet on the bottom of this, and I am going to brand the bottom of this. And I'm going to use, I believe I'm going to use some wipe-on poly. And this thing, it's going to be hard to get on the inside of there, so I may not put it on the inside of there. I may just, like, as far as I can reach type deal. But this is a book stand. This is, you know, not a book stand of, hey, you got set now. I call those cookbook stands because you need it open as you're reading. But this is, I'm done for the day. I'm going to, you know, go out with friends, or, you know, go do laundry or something. I don't know. Personally, I read till I'm done, and then, or till my eyes are blurry, really, because it happens. And then I'm going to hang out with my wife, you know, or something. So this would be awesome for any reader, or anybody really. I mean, I don't say any reader, because it's a book. It's what it is. So if y'all like this video, y'all see more, I really appreciate your likes, your subscribes, you know, questions, comments. They're greatly appreciated as well. So y'all have a good day, and God bless.